people come in, they smell the smoke first thing, and they're like, something good is gonna come. The heart of the restaurant, there is this open fire flame that it's a show for everybody. Open fire cooking, the smoke is kind of like a natural flavor. It's something that you cannot achieve any other way. I think it's just like a way to eat.
Order in chicken, one.
If you come here, it's gonna be fun. The servers are really dedicated. The cocktails are gonna come super fresh. It's pretty special, yeah. We have about 5 sections of the menu. We have the section of the crudos. We have the bread section that comes from the bakery. And then we have veggies. On the right side of the menu, we have the Josper grill and the Josper oven. Really brings in the smoke flavor. It can also bring very nice color. I think this oven is magic, and so much we can achieve with caramelization and umami, and the creation of what it makes is amazing. It's 9:15 now. We're starting to prep for our chicken over here. This is part of our large format. Ignacio is in charge of all the butchering of the chickens, the veggies, and deliveries. The chicken over here, we get a spine out. We kind of a spatchcock, but we have it. This restaurant is very focused on fish and seafood, but this chicken is unbeatable. People come to this restaurant, I would always say you have to try this chicken because this is like one of the best things that we have. Now, we have to start the process of the marinade. You need it to marinate for about 3 to 4 days. Nicely salt them. The chickens are just gonna soak the olive oil. Then we have the lemons. We're gonna give it the acidity. Some serrano too, to put more of the spiciness. Thyme, rosemary, and marjoram. So I'm gonna just like take the chickens and get all the flavors in. I cooked a lot of Italian food in my career, so this is where like Roman cuisine is usually at. Using nature to provide the flavor for the food. The chicken is now ready to be stored in the walk-in for 3 days. We do have these beautiful bones over here. We're gonna roast inside the Josper and make a stock from them. We're gonna go upstairs. We have lima beans that are cooking overnight in Josper Oven.
So what we do at the end of the night, we throw 2 logs of wood, we choke the oven, and then we close it. And then the residual heat is gonna bring smoke to these items. We figure out techniques from ancient times where things are cooked underground for 48 hours, 24 hours, and then we wondered, why not do here the same thing?
Me and Chef Vitor, we care about the same things. We lead the same, we cook the same. We kind of like explore together what wood fire means to us and how do we make it a little more fine touch.
We also look at some fresh logs inside to start the oven for the rest of the day. Sometimes we joke around who's gonna start the mother fire today. And then whoever does it, start the fire to serve 220 people today. This is a saver, a lifesaver and time saver, little fan.
We got hickory, cherry, and apple, a mix, and that's where the flavor comes.
So these beans were cooked overnight. Now we're gonna puree them. In the beginning of making this dish, we had a lot of chicken bones, and we also, the same week, we made a special with lima beans, and we decided to put both together, and it became a nice addition to our chicken dish. And we're gonna add a few spoons to our chicken sauce. It will thicken the sauce without having to add xanthan gum or like some chefy things, but this way it's more organic. And on top of that, adding the flavors of these lima beans that was smoked, cooked with garlic, rosemary, marjoram, and then I was just gonna season with a little bit of orange juice, salt to taste, but that's gonna go in the bottom of the plate.
The bakery is basically 2 doors down. We have an amazing pastry team and bread bakers. They produce everything that we have over here, so everything is coming fresh every day.
There are multiple shifts at the bakery. The first shift starts at 4 a.m., goes until 12, and then the bread team comes in. They're here from 5 to 1. And then the pastry team comes in. They're here from 6 to 2. And then the Theodora team comes in from 9 to 5. And then the sandwich team is here until closing. So we are always operating. Very short amount of time that this place's lights get turned off. So this is Camille, our bread sous for the bakery. She's about to bake all of our sourdough for Theodora. The sourdough is used for the whipped ricotta toast. And they go through, I would say, about 9 to 10 loaves a night. The production for that, plus for the sandwiches, plus for sale at the bakery, it's a lot of sourdough that we're producing every day. I think that Camille and I have like really honed in on what we're looking for, what Tomer is looking for in a sourdough loaf. His biggest ask was that the crust was really nice and caramelized, that it was nice and airy, it wasn't too dense, and we've achieved that, honestly.
The ricotta, the sourdough, it's probably the best seller in the restaurant itself. And the drizzle of the brown butter, honey, Moldon, fresh black pepper, just like bring it to the next level. And people absolutely love it.
Bakery hours and restaurant hours are so different. Having the bakery open late allows us to produce fresher quality ingredients for the restaurant, which is also really great. I think it's important because when you go to a restaurant, you start out with bread, right? And it's either really good or you're like, okay, like this will get me by. But I think we're different because it's good quality. I think that you come to Theodora and you're excited to get a bread dish.
This is what Theodora is all about. It's a dry age program that we do over here. The fat content is gonna be higher. It's gonna be less water. It's gonna bring much more flavor and a little more crispiness. You can see it with the Branzino today. We're gonna put it in the oven. The skin is gonna be incredible. This is Joel. He's in charge of the dry age program. He's receiving all the fish, making sure that they're all right. We have different purveyors and we have to make sure that the fish is the freshest that it can get. Joel looks at the gills, make sure that the skin is nice and firm. He's the guy behind the scenes. The team downstairs, they've been working in restaurants together for a while. They take care of the people that are actually like dining in. They take care of the family meal. The heart is this guy and Ramon and Ignacio. We have some fishes that are good for crudos. We have some fishes that are good for cooking. So if you take the red snapper, dry it for 4 days, and then get like a very nice texture for crudo or ceviche. Kind of like a nice medium dice for the fish. Each fillet, probably like 4, and then the whole fish is gonna be 8 to 10 portions. As you can see, like the flesh is like much more firm. It's ceviche style. Do a little bit of shallots, serrano, celery, toss it in. A lime vinaigrette. We have a pineapple that we grill, and then we start plating. We put the vinaigrette, the fish, and then the pineapple. Everything comes together really nicely.
We have some fish drying. The ones on the back is just came in fresh about 2 days ago. So they're still drying, they're still getting smoky, they're still like pale white. I think this one has been around for about 2 weeks. It's nice and dry, kind of caramelized, the sugars of the bones of the meat. And then the smoke is super nice. And it's gonna add a little bit of umami. And we use it for 2 preparations. One for the piu-piu. The piu-piu, we use it for the Butterflied trout. And also use for the Ora King Salmon to add some creaminess to the crudo. The piu-piu is basically the fish heads cooked to release all the gelatin of the fish heads. We strained it, we reduced it. So I'm gonna put it here. We cooked overnight the tomatoes, and then the oil of the tomatoes, we're gonna use it to emulsify with the piu-piu. A little bit of salt. It's already getting nice consistency. It's like a mayonnaise, but no eggs, no dairy. It's just the fish heads and oil. And we're gonna use this big one for our dashi. Dashi is basically seaweed cooked in water, and sometimes you can add your own touch to it, which is some dried bones, katsuobushi, which is dried bonito flakes, and this is gonna be for our sauce for the hiramasa.
Hiramasa, we dry it for 7 days. We do the dashi, so the dashi create a little more flavor of the smoke and umami. Then to plate, make a little drizzle of the honey habanero. We have avocado, we make it nice and char. I think that when you look, it's stunning, the way that everything kind of like popped together. We have some diced shallot that brings a pink intuition to it, and then I think the Hiramasa really is so beautiful. So we have the Branzino. So those have been in dry age for about 2 days. Now we're gonna season them and put the flavor in. What Joel is gonna do right now is tie up the fish with all the lemon, garlic, and rosemary, and put it again in a dry ager to dry for about 2 to 3 more days. The skin is gonna get almost like chicharron, we say. So really nice and crispy in the outside, very juicy in the inside, very easy to take off the bone as well.
Right now it's 4:17. We open the doors in about 40 minutes. Oven's getting refilled with some heat. Jules here on the grill. Say hi, bro. It's about 20 minutes away from the line outside being filled up. Usually it's a mix of both. People that have reservations right at 5 p.m. and a mix of people trying to walk in. We are a very hard place to get into. Every day we have to live up to this standard.
We're gonna start our process of building the sauce for the Moroccan fish stew that we're doing. It's called Mise. We're gonna use the tile fish that we got from Montag. We're gonna start with some oil. We're gonna start building it with some garlic, onion. Well, the cast iron preserves the heat much better, so that's better for building sauces, also to grilling stuff. We're gonna put some tomatoes, some Korean gochujang for a little spice and smoke. Moroccan fish stew, we eat it on Saturdays. That's tradition in my family. It's like a slow cooking, very nourishing. It's a really great way to start the weekend with the family. We're gonna put it inside Josper Oven, and then we're gonna smoke it up. We're gonna forget about it for about 20 minutes.
Your special this evening on the card is wood-fired picanha with our Badger Flame beef puree.
Every day we reach for the best, and today is no different.
Let's have
Best Tuesday ever!
Order in picanha, 3 on back.
Every night, beginning of service, first ticket comes, start to get energy up, a little bit of hugs, get everybody ready, and our service at Theodora. Right, Chefy?
So here's our tile fish, dry aged for about 7 days. This is for our Moroccan fish stew. It's gonna go on the grill first, get the skin nice and crispy. Then we're gonna preserve the moisture of the fish by putting inside a stew. A little drizzle of olive oil, and then inside the oven it goes. It's gonna be about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice. The smell, the caramelized bits on the corners is just gonna elevate the dish to a whole new level. We use some liquid cipollines for acidity. We add for texture a little bit of toasted cassava flour, and for garnish, a little bit of mustard frills. And that's our Moroccan fish stew.
We get the trout in. As you can see, it's been 4 days in the dry ager. Oil it up, both sides. We're gonna put it inside the Josper Oven, skin down. So this is gonna probably take in between 7 to 10 minutes. We have a scallion over here. We char it inside the grill. We're gonna use the peel that we did before. And then the charred scallions in the bottom. So we wanna make sure that the skin is nice and crispy. One side charmoula, one side harissa. Put some lemon juice. You can experience one side, which is harissa, a little more smoky, and the other side is kind of like a little more acidity. You can always decide which one you like better, and every day you're gonna change your mind. You're gonna be like, oh my God, the green sauce is the one I like, and the next day you're gonna be the red sauce. For the King Ora Salmon, it's dry aged for 7 days. We take one cold that is super duper hot, and then we kiss it with the salmon. It gives it a little smoke flavor, and you eat it with the kombu vin and little ginger. It's this combination of acidity and smoke together, which is amazing. Fort Wayne is a very, very special place to me. I think also in Brooklyn and New York, there is something about the community over here that's really important for people to connect with each other. Feel fortunate to be here, feel fortunate to connect to the community. So chicken, put it on the top. We did a marinade, 3 days passed. We're gonna close both vents, and then all the smoke and penetrate the chicken, make it nice chocolate. So we call it like chocolate. It's like almost like, you know, like when you do like a Peking duck, something that is really nice and smoky and slow cooked. Nice, beautiful. We're gonna toss it in an anchovy sauce. And then we're gonna take this carrots, toss them in.
Oh, this is the smoked bean sauce.
And the breast. So a little bit more of like acidity and sweetness with the oranges, just to finish. When guests come here, like I think that our hope is just like for them to really be together, enjoying their company of each other, enjoying the food, explore their palates, When you come to a place, you want to have an experience. That's what we want to give. We want to give an experience that you come and you're like, this was amazing. Like, I need to tell my friends, I need to tell my family, I need to tell more people to come and experience this.